And so there will be a vacancy. George W. Bush didn't have a Supreme Court appointment until his second term. Barack Obama has one almost right away. And so we begin with our legal correspondent, Jan Crawford Greenberg. Jan?
Well, Charlie, Justice Souter could be the first of several justices to retire over the next few years, giving President Obama a real chance to put his own stamp on this court. The reclusive justice drove himself to work today, knowing that after almost 19 years on the court, this would be his last. Souter for years has told friends he did not like Washington and wanted to return home to his beloved New Hampshire cabin. In a recent talk, he hinted he was tired of the job.
I find the workload of what I do sufficiently great that when the term of court starts, I undergo a sort of annual intellectual lobotomy.
He wrote a bare-bones resignation letter to the president this afternoon, saying simply he would step down this summer. When George H.W. Bush nominated Souter, he was a stealth candidate, a blank slate unknown outside his home state. Republicans thought he was a solid conservative who would be hard for Democrats to oppose.
Judge Souter, I believe with all my heart, will prove a most worthy member of the court.
Liberals were terrified. Women's groups opposed his nomination, believing he would vote to overturn Roe v. Wade. But Souter was a surprise, and to conservatives, a terrible presidential mistake. On every social issue, abortion, affirmative action, the death penalty, and religion, Souter provided a decisive fifth vote with liberals. Perhaps his greatest legacy is that the Republican nominee kept the court from turning to the right. By waiting for a Democrat to win the White House, his retirement keeps the seat safe for liberals for a generation. President Obama, a former constitutional law professor, already is reviewing candidates.
I will seek someone who understands that justice isn't about some abstract legal theory or footnote in a casebook. It is also about how our laws affect the daily realities of people's lives, whether they can make a living and care for their families, whether they feel safe in their homes and welcome in their own nation.
Speculation centers on women. Highly regarded federal judge Diane Wood, former Harvard Law School dean and Solicitor General Elena Kagan, and federal appeals court judge Sonia Sotomayor, who also would be the first Hispanic justice. Now, conservatives are already calling those prospects radical, but with a solid majority in the Senate of Democrats, President Obama could well have a free rein.